Okay, good morning again. Hello again. Yes, today we will, mainly doing meditation practice together. So our class is meditation class about what we learned last Wednesdays. So we will do that. Of course, at the same time, I will give you time to raise your thoughts or questions if you have. Maybe we take a break or end of our meditation class. Other than that, we will mainly meditate. I will guide you what to meditate. Okay, let's begin now with placing your body at comfortable position. As you are sitting, some of you are sitting on floor, on cushion, on chair, on sofa. That's fine, but let's keep your body at comfortable position that is also respectful. And let your body relax. Our aim is to bring our mind at a neutral state. So let all your thoughts and stress go away by focusing gently on your own breathing while you are breathing normally. Please continue. So now we are at a neutral state, free from negative state as well as positive, just at a neutral state. Out of this state, with this state now, we are entering into developing positive motivation, bodhicitta. So we sincerely wish to benefit every other sentient beings. without exception, without condition, sincerely wanting to benefit everyone. Sincerely wishing everyone to achieve full enlightenment. For that purpose, I will engage into Buddha Dhamma practice. For that purpose, I will engage into meditation practice so that whatever virtues, positive action I gather today, I gather it with doing this meditation practice for or to benefit everyone. Out of developing bodhicitta in our mind as a motivation. Now I am going for refuge to Buddha, Dharma and Sangha. For that, first, please visualize enlightenment beings such as Buddhas, Shakyamuni, and other Buddhas in front of us. Level of your forehead, the distance that you can make long prostration. Enlightenment being Buddha Shakyamuni, Lord Buddha Shakyamuni, appeared in front of me. Living, not as statue, not as picture, photo, actual living being. With a full of compassion. With full of loving kindness, with a full of wisdom, looking at us compassionately. Feel that. And now I am here and surrounded by my mother and all other sentient beings. And think about my situation as a samsaric being. Staying under the power of delusion and karma, having no freedom. And also my mother sentient beings are also experiencing same, being under the power of karma and delusion, experiencing all kinds of difficulties, physically and mentally, all kinds of sufferings. And please generate compassion for them. Out of compassion, I look for help for every one of us, and I found enlightenment being. I found pure Dharma. I found qualified sanghas who possess the abilities to protect and help. And they are the most qualified object that I can rely on. With this thought, please develop faith in enlightenment beings, pure dharmas and sanghas, especially on pure dharmas. So, hereby causing compassion and faith in Buddha, Dharma and Sangha, I and my mother's sentient beings and all other sentient beings going for refuge to Buddha, going for refuge to Dharma, going for refuge to Sangha. Going for refuge to Buddha, going for refuge to Dharma, going for refuge to Sangha. Going for refuge to Buddha, who is greatest physician, going for refuge to Dharma, which are actual protection of my mind and all other sufferings. Going for refuge to Sangha, who give us the greatest example about how to be positive, and who give us greatest encouragement. Now we developed refuge, going for refuge to Buddha, Dhamma, and Sangha in our mind, in my mind. With this refuge, I again wish to benefit every mother sentient beings sincerely by the virtue that I collect by practicing today, and all other virtues that I collect, all other wisdom that I collect. Sincerely. And for that, I wish myself to attain full enlightenment, order to benefit every other sentient beings without exception. Please feel that bodhicitta. Generate that bodhicitta, enlightenment mind. With the feeling of this bodhicitta, order to improve more or deeper, here I develop 4 immeasurables. First, immeasurable of compassion. Please again wish every mother sentient beings, wish for them to get free from every types of sufferings, every types of problems and difficulties, and mainly wish them to get free from cause of the sufferings, cause of difficulties, cause of every types of problems which exist within their mind. Again, wish for all our mother sentient beings to get free from suffering and cause of every types of suffering that exists within their mind. Again, wish all our mother sentient beings to get free from every types of sufferings and cause of it which exists in their mind. After immeasurable of compassion, now immeasurable of loving kindness, love. Again, wish every mother sentient beings sincerely to have happiness, peace in their life, in their mind, the lasting peace, everlasting peace and happiness, and especially cause of it, cause of happiness, which is lacking in their mind at this moment. Again, wish mother sentient beings to have a happiness and cause of happiness. Wish mother sentient beings again sincerely to have a happiness, lasting happiness, and cause of it. Now, after immeasurable of loving kindness, now immeasurable of joy, please again wish sincerely to every mother sentient, for every mother sentient beings, not to get free from what happiness they have now, happiness what they have now. Again, please wish our mother sentient beings to be not to be separated from the happiness what they have now. Again, wish all our mother sentient beings to not to get free from happiness what they have now. After immeasurable of joy, now immeasurable of equanimity. Again, please wish for all our mother sentient beings to remain in equanimity, being free from desire attachment and free from hatred. Always. Wish again for all our mother sentient beings to dwell in equanimity, free from hatred and desire attachment. Again, wish sincerely for all our mother sentient beings to dwell or remain in equanimity, free from hatred and desire attachment. Please feel therefore immeasurable now. Experience it, feel it. And now by the power of practice of refuge, bodhicitta, for immeasurable, the Buddha, the field of merit that I have visualized in front of me, very delightfully, happily, coming closer to me. Closer and closer. And the body size of enlightenment being also getting smaller, getting closer, as getting closer. And then finally, very happily, with the full of energy, with the full of blessing, with the full of energy of loving kindness and compassion, and that image, the Buddha, enlightenment being, enters into my forehead. Center of my forehead. And feel that I have received full blessings from enlightenment being and from Dharma and from Sangha, in my body, especially in my mind. Okay, so now you can slowly rise up from this meditation, and this will be our first part of the meditation today. Okay, so we will start now next section. Now here, what we will do is, our aim is to be able to do well or succeed on our meditation practice. So it requires, or it relies, or depends on purifying obstacles, purifying negative karma or action that we have accumulated in the past. So here again, please, out of motivation to benefit every other sentient beings, we again visualize enlightenment being, full enlightenment being, such as Buddha Shakyamuni, Lord Buddha Shakyamuni, in front of us again. And Dharma. Actual Dharma is truth of cessation and truth of path, but of course at this time we visualize Dharma in a scripture form. And Sanghas, who is Bodhisattvas and other great meditators. In the form of actual living being, as I said before, not as statue and pictures. Really being. With the full of compassion and loving kindness, we can imagine as a full of smile in the face of enlightenment being, looking at us compassionately. And please feel the presence of enlightenment beings such as Buddha Shakyamuni and Dharma and Sangha. Please. In front of these very pure, holy object, I and all mother sentient beings happily pay great respect or great homage to them, to that object, sincerely. With knowing that enlightenment beings possess the mind that is full of compassion and loving kindness, and also possess the wisdom that sees the reality, how things actually exist. And their speech fulfills every sentient being's wish. And their body, with full of endowment, full of qualities. So to that I pay homage. Order to purify every mother sentient being's negativities. Next, we offer beautiful objects such as flower and water, incense, light, fruits. Imagine that fill of space and making presenting to that object, to that holy object. To be able to accumulate virtues, merit to benefit others. Now, in front of all these pure or holy objects, I also reveal the negative action that I remember that I have done, physically, verbally, and mentally. And I, with my feeling of regret, with a feeling of regret, I confess negativities that I have done in the past. With this, I purified negative action of body, speech, and mind that I have committed in the past, accumulated in the past. Please feel that. Now, I think about good deeds, great deeds that enlightenment beings have performed in the past and are continually performing. Great deeds that I have performed by also bodhisattvas, and great deeds that I have performing continually by every other sentient beings. Even in samsara, there are a lot of, or many good people who are performing wonderful deeds of helping others, benefiting others. And all of these deeds are wonderful, are performed by some people who I know, or some people whom I don't know, some people who I also have disliking feeling. But no matter what, whoever have done those good great deeds, please bring it into our mind now and feel happy, feel rejoice. Feel rejoice in a good deeds that have performed by anybody. Wish that they can do more and more. Wish other and wish everyone can do that. Feel the rejoicing in your mind. It purifies now also negative action, negative karma that I have accumulated in the past out of jealousy. Now we request to every enlightenment beings, every great beings to stay with us by being guide, by always guiding us, protecting us, showing us the path, until the samsara ceases, until the end of the samsara. And feel that enlightenment being accept our requests. And by sincerely making requests, we do accumulate the virtues and good karma to meet right path, correct guide, again and again in our lives. Now we make requests again to all holy enlightenment beings to teach us day and night to teach Dharma, to teach how to be more positive, based on my capacity, what suits in my level. Please. And please feel that they accept, enlightenment beings accept our requests. With this we accumulate virtues to meet the teaching, dharma, meditation practice again and again. With this we also accumulate virtues to have more wisdom in our mind again and again. Now, we have gathered so much virtues by doing what we have done till today, till now. And all these virtues must not waste. And here comes what we do, we dedicate. We dedicate now all the virtues and all the merit and good deeds that we have accumulated till today or till now for everyone, for every sentient beings. We dedicate by saying, may all these virtues, good deeds can become causes and condition to bring wisdom, bring happiness, bring peace in everyone's mind, in every sentient being's mind. And please experience now those virtues have turned into causes of that, the way I have dedicated. So with this practice of visualizing enlightenment being and Dharma jewel and Sangha, which is we call philo merit, and practicing 7 limbs, we have done that, and that through this we have purified negative action of body, speech, and mind. We also have accumulated the virtues and good deeds. Now, before moving to next step, we can also take a little bit break here. So with this completion, please rise from this meditation practice. if you have thought, I can spend little time, we can spend little time here. But if you have to use little room, you can go. Otherwise, we'll come in. If you have any thoughts on meditation, please. Thank you. You said it was okay. Okay. Okay, no thoughts? Okay. Nobody has want to use little room? Okay. We can resume. We can continue. Okay. Each time when you start to meditate, if you feel your mind is not really ready, so you can just do breathing meditation, letting your mind to focus on your breathing in and out. So through that, at least you can free your mind from disturbing state, on negative state. So if your mind is already in a positive state, and good state or neutral state, so it is not necessary for you to meditate on a breathing meditation. Because the breathing meditation, main function of breathing meditation is to really bring your mind at least in the neutral state, so you can able to focus on every virtuous object more easily. So if your mind is already in a virtue, in the positive state, so it's no need to. You can just go into your actual meditation. And at the same time, what we meditate today is a really formal, complete meditation on each subject which we were taught to meditate, such as like when we were about to meditate on impermanence, as a mind training studying based on Buddha's teachings, is to become really a complete meditation practice that includes, the practice of going for refuge to Buddha, Dhamma, Sangha, and generating bodhicitta in our mind, and generating four immeasurable compassion, love, joy, and equanimity in our mind, and then really bringing the object into our forehead, receiving the blessings in my body and in my mind. Then again visualizing the field of merit, and really doing the 7 limbs practice, which is an essential practice that carries purification practice and accumulation practice. We all know that within our mind there is a things that needs to be purified. We also feel that within my mind there's something that is missing, which is virtues and wisdoms and merit. So we do need to accumulate merit as much as we can. We do need to purify things that I don't need it, that disturbs, which exists within my mind, which needs to be purified. So that's why we go through the 7 limbs practice. So it feels that my mind, I am really, my mind and our mind is fully protected by refuge practice, bodhicitta practice, for immeasurable practice. Also, my mind is protected by purification practice, because I have purified those negativities that I accumulated, which really needs to be purified as much as I can. At the same time, I need to fill my mind with the more virtues, more good things, more good energies that only gets from good deeds, virtues, and merit. So, which we done, and then here comes like a complete, and then we go actually meditation. Okay. Ready? Okay. Okay, let's begin now again. Next meditation sections here. Maybe 1 minute breathing meditation, just to make sure that our mind is in the neutral state. So by just simply focusing on breathing, like when we breathe in, like inhale, when we breathe out, like exhale. Whenever we develop other thoughts, we don't force to stop, but let it arise and let it go without following that thought. And don't hold any pressures. Don't hold any kind of thoughts within my body, within my mind. Any tensions, just let it go. Really no use to hold, no helpful to hold any thoughts and tensions and pressure. Always make our mind remember holding tensions and pressures and thoughts and this and that will not make things better. So simply here now, let it go and just breathe and focus on breathing in and out. Now with this neutral state, we will begin to meditate on precious human life. So we will start with first meditation called analytical meditation, and second meditation is a placement meditation as we have learned. And the purpose is to really use every moment of remaining of this life meaningfully. Encourage ourselves to do good things, not to waste our time by engaging into meaningless activities day and night, because everything that I have now is so precious and rare to have it again and again. with the knowing the purpose, and let's begin now analytical meditation on precious human life. I am now still in samsaric life. I have not obtained Buddhahood yet, enlightenment yet. I also have not obtained liberation of samsara. So it means I'm still circling within the samsara by the power of karma and delusion. Due to not developing the realization of precious human life, due to not using our precious human life meaningfully. So here today, this is my present life, present human life. I must use it to achieve essence or meaning of this life. Because it has 8 leisures, 8 freedoms, and 10 endowment. That is a very rare to happen. All these 18 qualities, 18 conditions to ripe in one life. Very rare. But in my life, I have 8 freedoms. I also have 10 endowments. Because here, first freedom, freedom from not being born as animals. Freedom from not being born as hungry beings. Freedom from being born as hell being. Freedom from being born as ordinary gods. If I have taken birth in one of these states, their suffering, their nature is unbelievable. At this present my human life, even I have a difficulties of accepting small suffering of headache. Then how I could bear and accept or bear the suffering of hell beings and hungry being and animals and ordinary gods. But at this time, I have obtained these four freedom. Not only that, I also met the freedom from being born and staying in a world where there is no religion, spiritual practice. Also obtain the freedom from being born and staying with where there is no pure Dharma. Also meet freedom from being born and staying with mental disabilities, physical disabilities. Also, I meet the freedom of wrong views that denies Dharma practice, that denies spiritual practice. Look at this now. Look at this, my present life. I meet spiritual teachings. I meet pure Dhamma teachings. I myself is free from physical disabilities and mental disabilities. Even I could be all of that, but sometimes I could be holding the wrong view, but I'm not holding the wrong views that denies meditation practice, mind training practice, Dharma practice. Help your mind now to realize I have these 8 freedoms. Happen all these freedom at once in my life. At the same time, it happened in my life now. But they are not permanent. They cannot last forever. So I must use it to achieve essence or meaning of this life. Not only I have obtained these 8 freedoms, there's also 10 endowments, wonderful conditions exist within my life, exists in the external world where I am now. I was born as a human. I was also born in a country or in a world where spiritual teaching, Dharma teaching is flourishing. I also took birth as a human with complete power, free from disabilities, free from mental disabilities and free from physical disabilities. Also, I have not committed any of these terrible 5 immediate negative actions. I also have a respect in spiritual practice. I have a great respect in meditation, mind training practice. I have a great respect in Lamrim mind training teachings. It's all these qualities, conditions are happening within my life at the same time. Not easy. It's happening. Each condition gives me precious opportunity. Look at this world, the time that I have took birth as a human. This earth, this world, enlightenment beings has been appeared. It's not just imagining it, it happened. Not only that, enlightenment beings have been taught pure Dharma, which Dharma still can be seen and heard. And that's why in this world there are still people, teachers about these holy teachings, Dharma teachings. There are still people in this planet, in this world, practicing pure meditation practice, pure Dharma teaching. Also, the place where I have taken birth as a human, also there are supports for Dharma practitioners, for meditation practitioners, for mind training practitioners. Please help your mind to realize there are so many good conditions that happen in your life, in our life now. And each of these conditions are so precious. One can happen, other may not happen in many lives, but in our life, in your life, in my life, none of these 8 freedoms are missing. None of these 10 endowments are missing. And if we look at others, there are many human beings at this time. There are many sentient beings who took birth as a human. There are many sentient beings who took birth as an animal. They are out of this. There are many sentient beings who took birth as a hungry being, They are not in this freedom too. There are many sentient beings who took birth in hell being. They are also not in this freedom. There are many sentient beings who took birth as ordinary gods. They are also not in this state. Even many human beings who took human at this time in the past, many human beings who took birth where they have no spiritual practice appeared. There are many human beings, sentient beings who took birth, has unfortunately conditioned physically, conditioned mentally, cannot hear, some cannot listen, cannot see, cannot think properly. And also many sentient beings, even they are fine with that, but still holding views that denies mind training practice, meditation practice, mind training into positive state fully. But I am not in that. We are not in that state. Please feel each of these freedom and endowment that you and I possess and which you and I have now. Please feel it. Experience it with the seeing, with understanding, with the realizing. So today now, I recognize 8 freedoms with my present life. I recognize 10 endowments with my present life. And that makes me to see, that makes me to see this present life that I have taken. Even it is impermanent, but it's this moment is so precious. So, with this realization, lead your mind, guide your mind to take the essence or meaning of this precious human life. that we have now. Let your mind feel with this understanding, with this realization. I must use every moment of my life to achieve the essence of this life. I must not waste opportunity that I have now. I experience it. Let your mind also experience that. And now, as the experience arises from this realization, from this contemplation, now you gently place your mind on this wish, on this sincere wish that you feel very clearly to take the essence or meaning of this life. You place your mind, you hold this wish. You stop contemplating. You're simply holding, focusing on that wish to take or achieve the essence or meaning of this life. So from this realization, from this placement meditation, so now you can rise from this meditation practice. How are you?
Thank you. Thank you, Rinpoche.
We haven't done yet.
Thank you, Rinpoche.
Meanwhile, if you have any thoughts, you can, if you'd like to share anything within us, please share. Yes, Karen.
I think it's often much easier to do the precious human life meditation as a group. When we're on our own, I think the negative aspects of our mind, sometimes it's easy to focus on that.
Okay.
That seems to be stronger as opposed to, it might just be the state of our mind.
Mm-hmm.
That's how to overcome that.
You know, I think it also has to do with general understanding more and general, faith or believed on example, like see, I myself see that here. I have taken birth at this time as a human, and I also see within the humans there's so much different understanding that we have within individuals as a human. Of course, it's right, but it's not wrong, but it changes individuals' behave, individuals. So I am personally myself here, based on studying Buddha's teaching, based on studying mind training teachings, I picture this universal or this samsaric world within the 6 types of being, how meditation teaches us, within the 6 types of being. And I am one of these 6 types of being, which is I'm the human being when I'm one of them. And another thing that also I strongly came to feel or experience is continuing of our mind from life after life. My present mind continues tomorrow, day after tomorrow. So I picture the 6 types of being, within the 6 types of being, my mind travels. And so here I come to that is also related with the understanding that I have learned or developed about karma, about the delusions. So the karma is the cause that I have created, which exists within my mind, and that takes power of me at this time. And I investigated within my mind a lot while I was growing up, seeing how control I have over my life. It's almost not. And I try to see how karma takes power of my life, and I see a lot of that. So it makes so realize very clearly in that relationship, the situation that I am facing, the result that I'm experiencing in my day-to-day life are by the power of my karma, not by the power of my wish, not by the power of my desire. And that also makes so much clear in my mind. Oh, this is a happening, and now I need to take care of karma that I have accumulated. I also see those karmas at this time, at this level, are basically or mainly functioning by the power of delusions. That also relationship, the karma and delusions are very clear with the investigation that I have done. When I say investigation, means analytical meditation. And that brings awareness and understanding in my mind with this meditation practice. The relationship between karma and delusions are solid at this time. And that brings another level, another question, and another important thing is, I need to take care of my delusions. I cannot just leave it. I cannot say I don't want to, because sooner or later, at this moment, they controls over it. They brings troubles in my life, in my mind, and they will continue if I don't take care of it. So that's also very important understanding that came. So and then it shows with this all pictures gives my in image. I'm sharing my thought now, experience. That gives fully imaging this present human life, how pressure it is, how good condition that I have now, but it's a very temporary. But that does not mean my mind is not going to continue. My mind continues. I will continue. I continues. My mind continues. But the opportunity that I have now will not continue if I don't take care of it. The freedom that I have now will not continue. It can go away. So that's why I say I must take this freedom and opportunity that I have now to take care of karma that I have within my mind, the delusions that is troubling my mind and my life, and I can be free from those delusions. And with my little experience, I experience the delusion can get really less and less and less in our mind, in my mind. If I really train, it can really get less and less and less and less and less. So there is a really possibility of reducing delusions within everybody's mind. And that gives better picture internally the possibility of achieving the liberation of delusions. And that opportunity, what we have now, the present opportunity, what we have now, only can lead us to achieving the liberation of delusions. And I clearly see that. I'm just sharing with you now because see, we spend years together. I have to be more open here. See, I clearly sees the liberation of our own delusions cannot come from outside. Will not come from outside. Nobody is going to give you and give me liberation of my own delusions as a gift. Somebody can present things, physical object. Yes, we give gift with things, but there's no way. And it's only within I can do it. And this only can achieve with this condition that I have now, the freedom that I have now. When we say freedom, freedom, it's not talking about ordinary freedom. It is talking about the freedom to be able to transform our mind into the state that can be lasting peace. That human has it. We have the freedom to do that. When Buddha talks about the eighth freedom, what kind of freedom it is? Freedom to be able to transform our mind into lasting peace. Freedom to be able to transform our mind from negative state to fully positive state. When we talk about the endowments, the conditions, when I do this, when we do this, we need something to help my mind, and these are the conditions. The spiritual teachings, mind training teachings. are the most helpful conditions that I need, that we need to be able to transform our mind into positive state. So before I lose this opportunity, I can lose it. I can lose it. Example, my teacher used to say that even our life is like this, I might have lost this freedom or endowment or this opportunity already 10 years or 20 years, 30 years. Because of some people like me may not have spent time meaningfully 10 years, 20 years, 30 years, even with this precious human life. So it means he or she already lost that opportunity. So that's why, I think we need to look at from every direction and ask the questions ourselves. What will be most meaningful, most useful for me at this time and my future and my future lives? What will be most beneficial and useful? And we cannot find other than really transforming our mind into positive state by developing more wisdom, by really reducing delusion. Remember the last 2 Wednesdays I've been sharing with you, saying that this present we should focus on reducing delusions as an essence of our essence of this life. Reducing anger, reducing jealousy, reducing hate. It should take it as one of the meaning or essence of our life now. And through that, we will get, yes, as Karen is saying, yes, one thing is power of our laziness and power of our forgetfulness. Reduce that. But again, we have to sometimes we need to little bit say, wake up now, please. Don't rely on laziness. Don't rely on forgetfulness. Our days moves, my lives moves, and opportunity is also moving. It's not going to be with me forever. And I remember I shared with you example based on Buddha's teaching. Says, if someone lend you, this is the example that my teacher used to use. He said, someone lends you machine, and that can produce a lot of good things, that you can sell it. And someone say, I'm going to lend you for 1 week, and you use that machine for 1 week, and after 1 week you need to give it back to me. And I know I have only 1 week for this, and I can do this, I can use this to make a lot of good things that will benefit me. Now what I will do, I will try to spend this 1 week maybe without sleeping. Maybe I'll hire somebody or help from someone to make sure I use this machine for 24 hours a day, because I have this machine only for 1 week. Otherwise, after that I have to give it back to it. So I will use it as much as I can within this 1 week, and I know it's going to take away. Same, my opportunity is just like someone lended this machine for 1 week. And this is going to take away. The opportunity is going to take away by somebody, by the nature, by the karma. If I use it, more than that, I'm getting it. And I will get it. More than that is I can be free from negative karma. I can be free from delusion. My mind can be fully into the positive and fully. And not only that, also I will be making sure that not only this present life, there will be more opportunity in our future lives because of my work. Anyway, so please, Think of this, we can talk more if you have more thoughts on Wednesdays, but today we stand, since I think my plan is to really talk less, but it's getting more. Okay. Maybe we'll do one more sections. How's our timing? It's going.
It's afternoon.
We can do one more section?
Maybe short.
Maybe, yeah. Maybe 5 to 10 minutes, one more, and then we'll dedicate. Maybe we can start, they will come, okay? Okay, please think about again that realization that we have developed within our mind, in our mind. That sees the 8 leisure or 8 freedom and 10 endowments with our present life. So with this 8 leisure, 8 freedom, and 10 endowment, we can achieve meaningful things, valuable things. Every moment after moment, as we are spending, we can produce, we can create virtues, merit, good karma, good action. Physically, verbally, especially mentally, especially through our mind. Also, with this freedom and endowment, we can create cause and conditions to achieve temporary goals such as achieving or obtaining human rebirth again, and other conditions. More importantly, with this freedom and endowment, we can fully and actually achieve liberation of samsara. Full enlightenment, same state as all other Buddhas. With this freedom and endowment, we can purify it. Every negative actions, negative karmas. Also, we can accumulate every virtues, every merit, every wisdom. We can fully transform our mind into compassion, loving kindness, bodhicitta, and wisdom. Help your mind to see that. Help your mind to really see from every direction there is a nothing that is a missing. There is a nothing that is a missing in my life at this moment to transform my mind into compassion and wisdom. Nothing is missing. We have enough conditions. We have enough internal condition and external condition. We are enough free from obstacles to do that, to achieve that. In the universal, there is no life like us that can be better, that can have a better condition to transform mind into compassion and wisdom. What we have now is the most best mind, that best life that we have. Please help your mind to see that. Help your mind to realize it. Do it. Help your mind to really see that and really do to achieve again the essence or meaning of this life. Now, without wasting. Because it really relies and depends on so many causes and conditions, means it is really difficult to obtain this type of human birth with all the necessary condition. In the terms of cause and condition, it is really difficult to obtain. In the terms of numbers or natures, it is also very difficult to obtain. Also by using the example, the analogies that Buddha taught, also help our mind to see it is really difficult. So that at the end, recognizing 8 leisure, 8 freedom, and 10 endowment. And also understanding that we can achieve meaningful things with using this. Also realizing it also really, this present human life, precious human life, is so difficult to obtain again and again. So let your mind to realize these 3 points. And please again guide your mind by realizing these 3 points. Guide your mind to really guide your life to use every condition that you have, every opportunity that you have now to achieve the essence, meaning of this present life. I must use it. I must not waste it. So hold that wish that sincerely wanted to achieve the essence or meaning of this life. Hold now. So I will spend my day and night with this, out of this wish, that wish to achieve the essence or meaning of this life. And now, also ask the fellow merit enlightenment beings that in front of you that you have visualized the fellow merit, and please, you request them to bless your mind, and request them to help to be able to purify every obstacles that obstruct me to achieve the essence of this life. And now really experience there are blessings, there are nectars, there are light that descending from enlightenment beings towards you. And entering into my body through the crown, through my crown, getting into my body and my mind, purifying every negativities, and particularly the negative action that obstruct to achieve the realization of precious human life. Feel that. Feel that. And with that also experience the other type of blessings, other blessings and light entering into you and really bringing the virtues and the positive energy that supports my mind to be able to achieve the realization of precious human life. Feel that, experience it. And not only that, now visualize that enlightenment beings themselves, all the enlightenment beings and Buddhas and Dharmas and Sanghas gather into one and now coming closer to you. With the full of positive energy and compassion and love coming towards you, and then arrive at your forehead. Arrive at your crown, where we have the central channel. And then please visualize that they enters into you through your crown, descending into you and arriving in your throat, and then continue descending. And at the spiritual heart that I have, that we have, between the center of the chase, where we have spiritual heart, and then enlightenment beings, and they all arrive there at your spiritual heart. And then really feel that blessings of compassion and loving kindness and wisdom within your body, and particularly mainly in your mind. Experience that. Feel that. So now we engage into practice of dedication. So please dedicate all the merit and the virtues and good deeds that we have accumulated today by practicing, by meditating, by sharing wonderful, wonderful thoughts with each other. May they become causes and conditions for every sentient beings to achieve full enlightenment. May everyone achieve the liberation of samsara. May everyone get benefit. May everyone. Also may these virtues and conditions serve everyone to meet favorable condition that will help them to achieve it, and also serve them to get free from unfavorable condition to be able to achieve liberation and full enlightenment. Basically, actually, may everyone able to develop renunciation in their mind, bodhicitta in their mind, wisdom realizing emptiness in their mind. May everyone get that. And with this dedication, we'll rise up from this meditation practice.